Yes, Lord. All right. Let's get official here. I'm gonna put my water down. Powerade Zero. They are not the sponsor of this show. All right, I gotta take off my hat. Ladies and gentlemen, he is trying the Packy Hot Ghost Pepper Chip? What is it? Pacquiao? What is
Pacquiao Haunted Ghost Pepper Chip.
Haunted Ghost Pepper Chip.
Haunted. Jesus Christ, they're pretty spicy.
Oh, they really? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
You said get spicy.
Yeah.
I got spicy.
You got it, for sure.
All right.
Holy shit.
I was like, where are those mangoes with the chili powder? Like, I know Mexicans and
Oh, man. They used to sell those for 25 cents at my elementary school. Man, everybody had bad teeth.
Dude, why would you have mango with spice? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Because it's like I don't even know. It's like unwrapping some like gift on Christmas. It's like this real harsh, spicy, hot. You're just sucking on chili, but then you get to the mango part and you're like, okay.
Okay.
There it is.
All right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Is it usually good mango? Or no, it's bottom of the barrel mango, isn't it?
It's not even mango. It's just like flavored.
Mango okay.
Flavored candy, yeah.
All right. And you can put it a little closer to your face whenever.
My face.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 28. Good God.
Nice.
Episode 28 of Conservatish. My name is Peter Feliciano. I am a very famous and very rich musician and, more of a musician and a podcast host. And you, sir, are Jerry.
Yup.
And this is your second time on the show. You're the second person to do it twice. First person was my brother Will.
Nice.
Who's episode 7 and episode 25, I think. 24. And now it's you. It's a very honored, it's a very honored position. I am very honored to have you on.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of know the deal. You were here before,
yeah.
So I don't need to like.
I know all the ground rules.
All right. I have chocolate. Did you try one yet? No.
No. With the.
Do you like dark chocolate?
I love dark chocolate, but the orange flavor thing, I don't know, kind of like.
Well, you tried the spice already. Maybe this is like the mango underneath the spicy chili sauce paste thing, whatever.
I can get with it.
Right? Mm-hmm. Fuck them, go.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Right. All right. Now, let's get serious. This is a very important, serious podcast. So first things first. Did you hear any feedback from your old episode?
I heard good stuff.
Oh, okay.
A lot of good things.
Okay.
All positive.
Was that weird? Was that creepy?
No, it was actually, it helped me out a lot. Because people that were on the fence about, my conservative views and what I believed in this and that, they were like, oh, that makes sense. That's actually pretty rational.
Okay.
And so it was good. So I was flying high, after that, but not recently.
Right. So I saw you post about a bunch of things recently. One of them being, do you want to do you want to start the story of getting flagged, or do you want to start the story of getting? What do you want to do?
Well, what did you see? What did you?
Well, first I saw that you got your Facebook page removed.
Yeah.
Or your Facebook profile.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw you got doxxed.
Yeah, pretty fucking bad.
And then I watched most of your video.
Mm-hmm.
And then I reached out again because I thought we had a good conversation and wanted to kind of touch bases with it. And I think a lot of people, I've only heard good thing about people. This is the feedback I've gotten regarding your other episode. Only good things, even from people who disagreed with you strongly.
Wow.
Only good things, which is the only feedback I got that was negative so far about this podcast. The only negative feedback I have gotten has been from people when I said that I was going to have a Proud Boy on,
right,
who hadn't fucking listened to the goddamn episode.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Even after the fact, they were like, "How could you have a?" I'm like, "Yeah, you haven't even listened." It's a bunch of people who haven't listened.
Yeah.
But people, even though they disagreed with you greatly, I mean, a lot of people who listen to my dumb voice disagree with my stupid ass all the time. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm easy to disagree with. You know what I mean? I'm loud and I change my mind on shit, and I'm a little hypocritical, and I'm sometimes a lot hypocritical. You know what I mean? Like I'm a dumb human just like the rest of us, and sometimes I'm researching on the fly, Googling live and shit. So, but people who are consistent fans of the show really, over and over, I've heard only like, yeah, I understand where he's coming from. You know what I mean? Or I appreciated hearing it, even though it was rough for sometimes. There's actually been more. I've gotten more rough feedback from some of the other episodes, from some of the other Trump supporters, if you will, and right wing people, or overtly right wing people.
Yeah, man. Well, it was just up until it was coming up for the midterm election, so everybody's freaking out about that.
Right.
And up until that point, myself, along with a big group of my friends, conservative friends across the country, we had our own pages, and we just got thousands of followers, and people were looking for our content, and we're starting to have like an influence. They could feel it.
Right.
So one day, immediately, 250 plus of my friends that are conservatives across the board had their Facebooks deleted. Not even like a ban. People get banned for 5 days, 30 days.
Sure.
This is just gone. And then when you look into it to see why, there's no answer.
Okay.
Some people did, I did, but a lot of people didn't get their zip files back. Just every post you've ever done, every picture you've ever done I've had my thing like 6 to 9 years or something like that. Just all kinds of shit. I didn't even open it because it was just too big of a file, like 2 terabytes or some shit.
Holy shit! Right.
So,
wow, that's all of the videos,
everything, every single thing you've ever put.
Wow.
So they're just like, here, fuck off, pretty much.
Right.
And it's just gone. Like 9 years of my life, and it really pisses me off because I've never put anything that I was part of anything, and that I was, that I planned rallies, and like, I was going to be run for assembly. I didn't even mention that ever, not even once on my page, because it's my personal page.
Right.
I put my music stuff and my family on there.
Right.
So I leave that shit separate.
Right.
But they don't care. They don't care. They've seen my name pop up maybe a few times here and there, and they just delete it. They're doing the same thing on Twitter.
Yeah, I saw. I would see some funny right wing leaning like memes or posts or stuff like that. But it was never. I never heard you, or I never read you post anything about Proud Boys or about anything like that. Which obviously, even if you had, it doesn't mean that it's grounds for them to delete your shit. But anyway, continue.
So it was leading up into the midterm. People had heard through the grapevine in the political world that I was being molded to run for the next election next year.
Okay.
The next cycle. I had people backing me up with money.
Okay.
Supporters. Like it was going to go down.
Okay.
I was prepping myself for it. So they heard about it. So they deleted my Facebook, and then I got doxxed. And that was just like, it made me change my mind on so many different things. And then I discovered some really harsh shit, even from my side of the party, that just disgusted me in just multiple ways.
Let's break it down a little bit. So that you got your Facebook deleted. Mm-hmm. The message that they sent you was, here's your information.
Yeah.
Here's a giant file. Did they say why?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. There's no number to call. There's no number to email back. It's just bye.
Did they say the words community guidelines?
They didn't even give us that.
Okay.
Yeah, usually we would get something like that.
Right.
We didn't even get that.
Yeah, I shared a post, a dumb meme about. It was an old meme from 8 years ago. Facebook actually decided to share it with me. This is from your memories. It's funny that Facebook shares a memory of a meme that I shared 8 years ago, and then I post it to Instagram, and I get it removed 4 days later. But anyway, the meme was a picture of Hitler on the left and a picture of Lieutenant Worf from Star Trek: The Next Generation. And they said if Hitler and Lieutenant Worf were to kiss, their mustaches would never touch, right? Which is true, because his is all narrow and Worf's has his on the side.
That's pretty damn good.
So, and I just thought it was funny. I just posted up, and I think I put a bunch of different hashtags, but I can't even remember. I think one of them was Worf supremacy, because I just think that's funny. But anyway. And then 4 days later, I got a message as soon as I opened my Instagram that said, this post has been removed.
Right.
Because it went against community guidelines.
Right.
And then there's obviously no email, no whatever. I did leave them a voice message maybe Friday night. I haven't heard back. It's today's Tuesday.
They won't get back.
They're not going to get back to me.
No.
And then I also was not able to see what I had written under the comments of it. So I figured maybe or not the comments, but the caption So I thought maybe something I put in the caption was like bad, but I didn't say kill the Jews. I just said, I've made a joke, and it wasn't even my meme. It was someone else's meme. Yeah. I was just posting it, and nowhere in there did it say that any explanation. So
it's just an algorithm, right? And it's just these little nerds in cubicles looking through every single person in the world and looking through pictures after pictures and saying, "Oh, that's kind of offensive," and they just take it off and ban your shit. It's weak, man. Yeah. So I got doxxed, man. Really, really, really bad.
So you wake up one morning and how did it go?
It was God damn it. I woke up. I had like 58 messages on my phone. I'm like, oh shit, I wake up, and my mom's calling me, and I answer the phone, and she's just like, "What the hell is going on?" Like, she's stressing out. Like, that's the worst feeling to, like, the worst sound to ever hear, like, when your mom's stressed out over you or, like, worried about you. It's the worst fucking thing ever.
Right.
And it fucking makes me upset because I never want to do that.
Right.
And she's like, go out. She sent me a picture of this flyer, and I was like, God fucking damn it. And I don't know, maybe you could post it on your page or whatever. It's me. And it's funny, too, because they lighten my skin. That's how, like, weird.
Did they really?
Yeah.
I didn't even.
This is how weird they are. They're like, there's a picture of me and they lighten my skin, like, to try to make me
I don't
look
know.
more
Social
white.
justice warriors don't have good, high quality printers.
I mean, and so they have me on there, and it's saying I'm a neo-Nazi, and
it's a neo-Nazi.
Yeah, I'm a violent fascist, and I'm a leader of some Proud Boys gang, and it's leader of some American Guard, which is a neo-Nazi gang.
Okay.
And I'm just like, what the fuck? She's like, go out there. They're everywhere. Take them down. I was like, what do you mean they're everywhere? Dude, they were everywhere in my neighborhood. Like, literally posted, stapled every fucking 5 feet for a good mile and a half, almost 2 miles. Like, it was that bad. And what pissed me off even worse, though, it had my number. Like, whatever. It has my face, my number, but it had not my address, but the address of a family member, which really fucking pissed me off. Because it's not even, I mean, if it was me, I could deal with it. But, like, I don't want to have to put my family through that shit. They don't deserve it. They have nothing to do with whatever I believe in.
Right.
So it was a shitstorm, man. And then it was, like, the talk of the town. Instagram, everywhere. Like, and then everybody just turned their back. Most of the people turned their back on me that I thought would have my back.
Now, let's break this down. So, were you able to get most of the flyers down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But, and I, the physical ones I was able to take down, but
online
social media has a whole fucking, it's an animal all in itself, and it was just every fucking where.
What was weird is my friend, he lives in Boston. He's a fan of the show. And he is friends with someone else he is friends with somebody. He follows someone on Instagram who lives around San Jose. Mm-hmm. And he posted something saying, "Hey, look at this." And I'm like, that's fucking Jerry. You're like, that's like,
right.
So even, it reached all the way out to Boston.
It's just wild, man. And then, so I immediately got back on Facebook and made another account.
Okay. Oh, what was the difference in time between you getting deleted and getting doxxed? About 2 days?
2 days. Third day, so I immediately got on Facebook because, it was just the worst feeling ever in my life, man. It was ridiculous, but it was just, man, I had to worry, like, about my family. I gotta say, I love my fucking family, though, because they're so gangster. Like, I thought they're gonna be upset. I was shamed. I was scared to even talk to them. And my brother's like, find out who it is. Let's go get these motherfuckers.
Jesus, and I was dude, like, you don't fuck what Mexicans do.
And I was like, dude, that when he said that to me, that just changed everything. I was in so much despair.
Right.
Like, I didn't know if I wanted to cry or I was angry. I didn't know what to do with my life. Like, after he said that, I was like, all right, cool. Fuck these dudes. Because it's not true. And none of it's true. But
you always have that fear, like, oh, okay, what does my family feel like? What is my,
absolutely,
you know what I mean? Like,
absolutely. That's just, fuck, man, I hate those emotions. That's only happened a couple other times in my life, and it was just the worst ever.
Right.
And so, after that, he's like, fuck these guys. And I got another account on Facebook. When I got on Facebook, that's when shit really started to piss me off, and it hurt even more. Because, like, these people I thought I knew, people that I thought were my friends, or people in the music community, I thought, I've always respected them. I always was cool with them. Just excitingly just ready to throw me under the bus, just saying
Okay.
stupid shit. You know, like let's get him out of the music community. It's like, really? Like I've known some dudes for like 20 years, 25 years. I went on tour with them. Like they talked to me on a regular basis, and they were just so ready to be like, oh yeah, fuck them. Like we're done with them. I'm just like, really? Both my bands kicked me out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now this is not from. Okay. First things first.
Yeah.
Was the majority of these reactions from the music community? Let's start there. Was the majority of these reactions coming from people who had not known you were right wing, or had not known you were in the Proud Boys?
And I would like to say I would like, because of like all the legal stuff that they're going through right now, I would like to say I was just associated with them.
Okay.
And I did admit like I helped do a couple charities with them, set up a couple charities and fundraising events.
Okay.
But everybody knows that I lean right wing. They know that I'm not even right wing. I'm just a conservative. That's it. I'm just a conservative. I'm not Republican. I'm not like fucking a Nazi. I'm just like, I have conservative values. That's it. And I like truth. You know, I don't like being lied to by another party.
Right.
They all knew, and knowing that, my friend's a psychiatrist, and he's like, you know what? It has nothing to do with your political views. Actually, they just use that because they've been waiting to use something against you.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
You know, especially from the music community. Like,
what do you feel like that might be, though?
in the music community, there's just, especially in San Jose, it's just, I'll be honest with you, man. Like, there's just a lot of fucking haters. San Jose is its own animal as far as mentality wise with musicians. It's more of a competition.
Okay.
Instead of like working together with other people. So it's real nasty.
Okay.
And then it also is politics too, man. My good friends, they knew that I was conservative, and they like readily just jumped onto it.
Right.
I think they know it's not true, but they just, and it was really hurtful. I was just like, dude, like I broken bread with you, you know, like for my own band. One of the members, he lived with me. Like he rented a room from my house. I'm literally with him every fucking day. Right. He knows every single thing I've done. He knows everything I'm into. Right. I'm watching Infowars every day. He sees, like, we talk about it. He knows what I was doing, but instead of like backing me up like a friend's supposed to, you know, everybody just turned into fucking cowards.
Well, okay. I agree with you. In some ways, I can't. I mean, I obviously can blame him, but I think in some ways, I don't think it's a conscious thing. Meaning, like, I don't think they're like straight up. I mean, I could be super fucking wrong. I don't think they're tucking their tail between their legs on purpose. I think they see it out loud, and then they see that other people are now. They see that they could be easily in the limelight right away.
No,
so of course they're going to try to distance themselves.
I get that. Mm-hmm.
You know, both morally as well as in the public eye.
Mm-hmm. I get that, and there is a little bit of truth to that.
Right.
But
it's still a shitty thing for them to do.
Yeah, but like I just, it just boggles my mind. Like, I guess I'm just different or whatever. But if that happened to any of my friends, you know what? I don't give a fuck. Even if it was like, if they were like super, you know, whatever side of the political
left
spectrum,
wing, yeah,
whatever they are, yeah. Especially if it was a crazy leftist and he's my friend. I'm going to go to bat for him because that's my fucking friend when it comes down to it. Because at the end of the day, fuck politics. Right. All it comes down to is your family and your friends. Right. That shit can go away overnight. So, right. And for someone to put, and then here's the thing, it's like, what pisses me off the most is like these so-called friends, they saw an address on that fucking flyer and they were spreading it everywhere. Like, how do they know that kids don't live in that house? Like, you're okay with having someone's address out there? Like, what if some crazy asshole goes in there and starts murdering everybody? Right. Because of that flyer? Right. And you're just openly sending it to everybody? Like, it just...
Like, there are people, even in the last few months, who have tried to murder people over politics.
It's just the mentalities of fucking people. It's just overboard. It's crazy, and I'm done being nice, and I'm just telling it like it fucking is for now. Because I've always been cool, you know, people on the left wing. I love not arguing with them. I love debating them. I like talking about this shit. Right.
I mean, sometimes it's fun to argue.
Because people have to understand that's how we fucking get shit done. And that's how, like, we have one idea, the other person has a different idea. We talk about it, we debate it. People vote on whatever idea is better. And that's how the country moves forward. It's fucking, It's just common sense. It's the way it goes. Right. You know, like, get with it. Fucking Hillary lost the fucking presidency. She didn't get it. Move along. There's no Russia collusion. Like, people still think there's racist under their bed and around every corner. No, it's just we don't like the Democrat Party anymore. They fucked us for decades, and we want to try something new. Right. Even if this guy's an asshole, we're gonna go with the asshole because we're tired of the other shit. So people like need to grow up and knock it out because someone's gonna get hurt. Period. And like it was funny. My number was on there, and I was getting death threats and calls. And after a while, like I was talking to these people. I answered every phone call. I have nothing to hide.
Really?
Yeah. And like, and I'll tell you what, I changed the mind. Like out of 20 people, there's about 5 people. Like I was on the phone from like more than an hour, and like I changed their mind about everything.
Wow. Okay.
And then towards the end, the more recent ones, I'm done talking. I was like, that's not my address, but I'll give you my real address. You can fucking come over and talk to me if you want to talk that shit. Because I'm just come at me.
Right.
I mean, I didn't do nothing wrong. So if you have something to say, if you're going to threaten my life, then just try to do it already. I'm not just going to let you.
Right.
So it's been crazy, but things have been getting better. Things have been getting a lot better, actually.
It's been, about a month?
Yeah. But like, we were talking a little bit about like, religion and shit. Like, it just hit me all at once. Like, there's been traumatic shit that's gone on in my life where I definitely should have died. There's no way in how I should have made it out of there.
Sure.
And after every one of those events, I was like, okay, that shit happened for a reason because whatever I did, I didn't do again. But this time, I was like, there's got to be like someone looking out for me for sure.
Okay.
Because it just put everything into perspective. It just showed, these people really aren't your friends. You shouldn't like spend so much your energy and time with them.
Right.
I'm a musician, so I've been putting my album off for about almost a decade because I've been playing with, these other bands and doing everything for them and you name it. And it's like, here's your opportunity to do your shit. And then also it just showed like my family's always going to have my back. So I should spend more time with them.
Right.
And third, some people just want to be miserable and they don't want help. So, I wanted like just to help people pretty much, being a politician, but some people just don't want to be helped. And so fuck them, let them deal with it themselves. Yeah. So with Jesus, God, whatever the hell his name is, like good shit. Thank you. So that was eye opening for me. So like, I feel humbled and I feel like alive again pretty much.
Right.
December 1st, I'm recording my album.
Right.
I got some musicians, like the people that were like putting me down. I hate to be like,
I'm ready. I know what you're gonna fucking say.
I hate to be like you fucked up, and like dude, I have some like the best musicians like in the world.
Yeah.
Like gonna be on my album. When they see their names, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Right.
And I'm just gonna smile and be like, "Hey, there you go, fucker."
I got this one rapper named Unlearn the World. He's gonna come on the show. I think either this week or next week.
That's a dope name.
Now, I know for sure he and I don't agree on everything because I've seen some of his posts. Mm-hmm. But he's fucking funny, and he's from New York, and he doesn't give a fuck, and we just talk. We talk shit. He listened to an episode that I had with my brother, which is one of the most offensive ones. That's the one I sent him, just like, hey, you take a listen. Here's an example of my nasty shit. Nice. And he's ready to go. So, and he's better than some of the other rappers that I know would turn me down if I asked them. I'm not asking those motherfuckers because I don't want them on the show. Right. But there are some rappers who are shittier who would not be down with having a conversation with someone they disagree with. Mm-hmm. So I think there's something to, fuck that Jerry dude.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you're not even any good. You're not even any fucking good. You know what I mean? Like I mean, we're brothers on this fucking, or we were brothers on this musician, journey. But I don't need to like sacrifice my fucking gut to like. You're not even that great.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And one of the guys is like, I was like, look, man, this is like a dream that you're playing with me, and like I'm fucking excited. I just gotta let you know. And I told him about the situation. He's like, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Game recognized game. We're musicians. Like, I won't fuck with you if you're not a good player. That's the only thing I base you off of.
Right.
So that was awesome to fucking figure out.
Right.
But the one thing that, so I'm giving up my political aspirations or whatever because it's fucking not worth it, man.
Okay.
I'm never gonna stop believing that the ideals that I believe in.
Voting the way you vote.
I'm still gonna like try to. Because talking on the phone with those people, I was like, I'm pretty good at this. I still want to like try to change the culture.
Sure.
And if you look at that video, man, I have a clip of the rally that I organized.
Okay.
And it's just a beautiful thing, man. You got to watch it.
Oh, I saw the one.
Yeah,
the one you're talking
that was my
about.
whole goal.
You were in Washington, right?
No, this was in Sacramento.
Okay.
So this is the reason why they doxed me, because I was helping organize this rally, a supposedly KKK rally. That's what they call it, KKK rally. If you look at that video, it's just like, what the fuck are these people talking about?
Right.
And like, the people that I organized it with are like the only literal patriots that are out there doing shit in California that are like legit. Because I'll get into it in a second, that there's snakes and there's fucking infiltrators.
Okay.
And there's people with different ideas about how conservatives should move forward in the movement. Okay. And I could say their name: Lindsey Grathwall, Chris Ross, and my buddy Jeffrey Perrine. Those guys are like, they really care about their fucking country. They really care about California. They care about their children. They care about everybody else's children. They just want to see good things.
Right.
And so, like, I wish you could post that video on your page, because it just solidifies everything that I've been trying to do.
Yeah, I can post that video, and I can put snippets of it.
Yeah,
because I saw there was that one black dude who came up to you guys.
Yeah,
I thought it was in Washington, but no, that was in Sacramento. You said.
Yeah, that's Stevante Clark.
Okay,
you should look him up. His brother was shot by a policeman. This is about 4 months ago in Sacramento. He was unarmed, and that was like, and he didn't want Black Lives Matter's help because he believed they made things worse. And he's on camera, like, kind of dissing Al Sharpton, but he was everywhere,
Sure.
And he came to our side. He was with us. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And like, he was hugging us. Right. And he's like, all this shit needs to stop.
Now, you guys, I did see that video. So were there counter protesters then?
Yeah, there was Antifa on the other side, and police had them barricaded off.
Now, when I say counter protesters, that might be the wrong. Protesters would be the word for those guys. Meaning, you weren't protesting. Were you protesting, or were you rallying?
Here's the thing: every conservative rally has been a rally created by conservatives to celebrate something, America, whatever. Our president.
Right.
We've never ever once gone to an Antifa rally, not once.
Okay.
So they're causing violence in the name of trying to stop violence.
Right.
Like, it makes no fucking sense.
And not just that, but they're reactionary, and you're at least trying to do something.
Yeah.
Patrice O'Neill used to call it like the terrorists and the TSA. The terrorists wake up. They eat it for breakfast. They are trying to kill motherfuckers. Terrorists are training and training hard, and they're thinking of ways. Maybe I'll put a bomb in my asshole. Maybe I'll do this. Maybe do that. Blah, 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 blah. But the TSA is reactionary. Someone blows themselves up from an asshole bomb. Okay, we got to check everybody's asshole. Right. Now what? Now they sit and wait for someone some terrorist to do something new. Some active, proactive thinker. That's what Antifa is.
And like the thing, these guys are jackasses. The rally was created to turn California red. That's the title that we came up with, because it was before the midterm election, and we were just honestly having Republican candidates come and speak to their constituents.
Okay.
To like put their message out there so people can vote for them. It's not that fucking difficult. There's not some kind of conspiracy of white supremacy. It's just the dumbest shit ever.
It really is.
And that brings me to another thing. Like, people are so fucking dumb. A Mexican neo-Nazi, that's not real. That's not a thing.
Right.
You dumb fucks.
Right.
I don't know, man. So, and then, and it also opened my eyes, man, because there's on our side too, there's, what? For every bad thing they say about a Republican, I guarantee you there's one fucking degenerate out there that fits the bill. Yeah. I'll just be honest.
Yeah. On both sides.
Yeah.
On both sides. Everybody's nasty and everybody's wonderful.
Yeah. I mean, and then I met some awesome fucking dudes that are Proud Boys and shit, and they're just good men, and they're fucking awesome. I still want to work with some of them outside of it, but there's a lot of fucking just fake people. A lot of people that I thought would have my back and support me didn't support me, just like everybody else. Turned their backs on me.
So let's break it down a little bit. So you get doxxed. Mm-hmm. You start Facebook up again. Mm-hmm. A new Facebook profile. And how did you start? What was the first tricklings in of bad reactions from people you thought in the Proud Boys would have your back?
Well, here's the thing. I'll just tell you what happened.
Okay.
Because I'm not no punk. I'm going to find the people that did this to me.
Oh, fuck.
And let's just say that I pretty much have the whole, like, it's like one of those fucking detective movies, you know, have the little pin cushions in the fucking thing, the little pictures. Here's a fucked up thing, man.
I'm gonna just legally say I have no, I don't condone it.
Right. I mean, yeah. I just want to know. I'm not gonna do anything, but
Okay.
so it turns out, whatever people that you might be associated with, or whatever little circle, like the music thing, you're gonna find people that are either jealous,
Right.
crooks,
Okay.
people pretending there's something that they're not in order to make money off of you.
Right.
My buddy Jeffrey Perrine and I, we found out a couple of people that were in there are doing that in the we'll just say in the Patriot movement, that were pretending to be something to make money off people.
Okay. What does that mean?
Saying, I gotta go do this and that. I'm gonna go to rally. I need money. Can you support me to go out here and fight these whatever, blah blah blah.
Oh shit.
Or just even so sad as to like say, I need money to get my kids back. Like just real like ghetto ass shit. Like
Right.
just ghetto ass shit. Just weak,
Tacky.
Like, what do you can see right through it, and like, but a lot of people are like eating it up, like just good manipulators, and we're not down with that shit. We're all about truth.
Right.
So the majority of the people, they want to side with this guy, and me and my friend weren't down with it, so we stepped away from Proud Boys, like being associated with them.
Which, I mean, obviously you don't have to say his name, but which guy? Side with what guy? So what?
Gabe Silva, fucking straight up. I don't even care anymore, man. Names are going out there. I don't give a flying fuck.
Isn't it wonderful how freeing it can be?
Is.
How
It
freeing it can be to have all your shit, like you get worried, because over and over I hear about this book. I really want to read it. Once I ever decide to be a reader. Because I've gotten so many fucking books recently that I'm like, Pete, you're going to be a reader. And I start reading. And then a few days later, I'm watching YouTube. But okay, so there was I keep reading about or hearing about this book called So You've Been Publicly Shamed.
Wow.
Okay, and it's a guy who writes from the. I mean, this is Monica Lewinsky. People who have been publicly shamed.
Yeah.
How do you survive being publicly shamed?
Wow.
Okay, and it's helped a lot of people. One of the guys is Anthony Cumia. You ever heard?
Oh,
of
yeah.
Yeah. Anthony Cumia,
I love Anthony Cumia.
had his whole shit blown up, and the people a couple of people he thought would stand by his side weren't. And by the way, just as a side note, you know Opie, right, from the Opie and Anthony show. Opie didn't really stand by his side on that. And Opie is on fucking some weird station that no one fucking listens to, only in Long Island.
Wow.
You know what I mean? He's got a lot of money, but he's a lonely, creepy fucking dude because everybody around him, and it's not just because of what not sticking by Anthony, really. I mean, he says he did, but I don't think he did.
Right.
And I that motherfucker gave a lot of good joy to me over the years, but because of his personality, Jim Norton, a bunch of people have literally all the people who used to work with Opie don't talk to the motherfucker anymore.
Right.
They don't like him.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it all comes out in the wash. It may take years,
right,
but it all comes out in the wash.
Yep.
Motherfuckers who are creepy and do some weird sideways shit. I'm not saying like there's karma, because I certainly don't want justice. I mean, there's some shit, you know what I mean? Like, we all need to live by grace, but at the same time, if you do some creepy shit will come back to you in a way, you know?
Exactly. 100%, man.
So, anyway, Cumia talks about that book, and he talks about how being publicly shamed, like he felt like, I lost my job over a tweet, over a series of tweets. I lost my job, and now I don't know what to do, and I'm not, and there's immediately, just like you were saying, well, fuck, I mean, this is all really important. This is all my career, my status is now,
right.
And then all of a sudden you get boiled down to what is actually, you find out what the fuck is
For
important.
sure, bro.
And what the fuck seems to be important is family and friends.
Exactly.
Your brother saying that, fuck, let's go, fuck these motherfuckers. All of a sudden you realize, oh, it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't, man.
My Facebook status doesn't matter. My Instagram, my fucking podcast, my music, none of this shit really matters when you boil it down.
For damn sure.
And that foundation that you're gonna build on into whatever, music, politics, whatever the fuck you want to do. That foundation is so much more sturdy than trying to build it on top of motherfuckers who don't give a shit.
Exactly.
Or who are looking for waiting. You know what I mean? Fuck that old foundation.
For real. For damn sure. It's all a facade.
So you find out this Silva dude.
Yeah. This piece of shit. And, and he's in there, and like, I was already like not wanting to fuck with Proud Boys for different reasons. But we found that out, and, I mean, like we're telling these dudes, why would you want to associate with this guy? You know, and they're just
because he's being. You find out. Wait, did Silva? Do you feel like Silva was the one who doxed you or helped you?
So
with
what
it
it comes down to is this motherfucker gave my personal information to Antifa. He gave them the information they needed to dox me.
Okay.
To figure me out.
Okay.
And there's plenty of evidence, and I know for a fact.
Okay.
So that like it just opened another door. Like God opened another door for me. Like, look, these motherfuckers aren't that on your don't have your back either. Like, you know, with this little organization or whatever, these guys, there's just a slimy people on both sides. Like human beings are slimy all together. You got to look out for them.
Right.
And so I was just like, you know, I'm done with you. I'm done with you fucking guys. I got to say one thing though. Another thing, like after you say that, like I found out what's important, but like my real friends just with outpouring of support, man. Like there's my real solid core group of friends, like called me to tell me, laughing about it, like this is fucking retarded. Like we got your back, whatever you need. If you need me to come over, bam. And then there's like real fucking like conservative patriot people across the country. Right. They know who they are. Dude, they were like worse than my brother. They were like, they're
like, dude, you can't text that to me right now. We might be liable.
Exactly. Like, oh man, this my one homegirl, man, she should fucking work for the CIA or like the National Security and Intelligence Agency, man. She was. So, man, you got to love that. So, I thought I had these thousands of friends, but, you know, when it boils down to, it's just a core group of motherfuckers that really have your back because they know you, and they're not going to be fake and care what other people think.
Right.
Oh, yeah, so hands off with any kind of organization. I don't want to be associated. I'm just going to be Jared Flores myself. Fuck it, my real name. Okay. I'm going to be myself no matter what because I get more done that way anyways. Even with the conservative movement, when you're on your own, like my friend Jeffrey Perrine, The Prudent Patriot, check out his YouTube page. He's just a fucking the talent.
Perrine Patriot. How do you spell it?
The Prudent Patriot.
Prudent Patriot. Okay.
Yeah, you can find on YouTube.
You know that makes sense actually, because my ma actually was telling me something the other day. She's like, rather than trying to be a part of these other things that are bringing you in. She said, work on yourself more, and it attracts those. So motherfuckers in
100.
The Proud Boys who are legit versus motherfuckers who are somewhere in the middle or somewhere more liberal who are the shit are going to see what you do, and they're going to support you in whatever it is, rather than, okay, I'm going to side myself with one way or another.
Yeah, because when I did that confessional video, like, I poured my heart into it. Like, I was trying to, like, prep some of my friends who didn't hear everything about it beforehand until they saw it. I don't want them to see that thing and just be like, whatever. But man, the only thing they took out of that was like being somewhat associated with the Proud Boys out of the whole fucking everything about it. Not that I got doxed. Not that a family member's fucking address is on there. Not that my world was crushed. They didn't give a fuck about that. They were like trying to justify it. I was just like, you know what, fuck off.
Proud Boy bad. Yeah. Proud Boy bad. Orange man bad.
So I said, you know what, fuck you guys.
Fuck those turds.
Dudes. So I'm riding solo now, dude. Fuck it. You know, and I'm trying to start my own family. Fuck it. I'm done.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I need more of this dark chocolate.
Yeah, man.
Motherfucker, this shit's good.
On you.
Anyway, try that fucking licorice. The last Julie
I'm
Aaron.
not a fan of licorice at all, but
I don't like it very much, but it's different.
Is that
just try a
Paul
bite?
Newman?
Yeah, Paul Newman.
Get the fuck out of here.
Newman's had his own. He makes his own licorice. I don't really like it, but I want to see what your reaction is.
Fool's okay. It's a lot better than.
Really? Mm-hmm. You like it?
Yeah, man.
Dude, have it, man.
I'm not a fan of licorice though, but
okay,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, Julie and Aaron and Taylor, the last guests, I bought this for them.
They're kind of weird.
I think it's because they're pomegranate and they're too rubbery.
And they caught that like bitter when you bite into a seed kind of shit.
Are they like
kind of weird, man?
I would never.
It's like an old lady's.
I literally bought them. Yeah, I bought them like fucking.
I got some
goddamn 2 days ago. This is
pomegranate
bullshit.
licorice and some Werther's originals.
Actually, I would. You know which ones? You know which candies are fucking legit? Are those strawberry ones that have a red and green wrapper that have the jelly in the center?
You're fucking crazy.
Are you out of your fucking mind? Those are the shit.
During Halloween, I used to get pissed when I used to get those fucking candies. Those are like bottom barrel.
No, they look like a strawberry. You know the ones.
Those are like cheap as shit.
I knew we would find something we disagree with. But that's what I'm saying. Like those. Anyway, I'm sorry. Now, If you ever run across a fucking vat of those, send them to my motherfucking ass, because I will eat that shit. Now, okay, so what were the reasons why you were thinking of leaving the Proud Boys before all this shit happened?
Well, that was a big reason. I saw people. Okay, I'll just be fucking honest, man.
Okay.
And this goes with every fucking group in the world. Whatever negative things someone has to say about the group or whatever, you could definitely find one degenerate that, like I said, that'll fit that bill, no matter what.
Okay.
I mean, it's a worldwide, group or whatever.
Sure.
You're gonna find some fucking assholes on there. You're gonna find some. They're there,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just. I wanted to like make a difference. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to go out and I wanted to like change the culture, and I didn't want to have to adhere to anybody telling me to do this and not say this and not be this and just like blah 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 blah. And I was just like, fuck you guys, like
okay,
I'm a fucking grown ass man. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do. Period.
Okay, so part of it was there was too much structure, meaning like when you were getting ready to come on this show or when you were thinking of your political runs.
And then I'm not down with fucking going to rallies and like preparing myself to get into fights. It's like, for what?
Okay.
Like, I don't want to fucking go anywhere and like knowing I'm going to be attacked and go there. It's like, it didn't make any fucking sense to me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It started turning into like a fucking football team, my team versus their team. It's like, I'm not. That doesn't work that way. Like, we're not getting anything accomplished. It was just dumb after a while. To me personally.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense, actually.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the initial thought would be like, oh, it turns out they are racist. But that doesn't... No, I knew that would do that.
There's probably some... I mean, dude, there's probably some fucking racists.
Yeah.
I've never met them, and I'm glad I didn't, because I would tell them to go fuck themselves.
Right. But isn't that strange how, like, the anecdotal... Like, I had one person share... here's a picture of this guy. First things first, they shared a picture of this guy. I don't know if I talked about this on the last episode. They said that here's a picture of this guy who's a known this or that.
Right.
They always say known. This or that, who's a Proud Boy. And I'm like, I don't see any black and yellow collar on him. Like, I don't see what the fuck that... There's nothing in the picture that you see this guy. There's nothing in the picture that shows Proud Boy. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just say it and it becomes true.
The fucking flyer said I was a neo-Nazi and I was the head of some like group called American Guard. I never even heard of that fucking group until then.
Wow.
There's no picture of me with the group or...
Right.
There's nothing. It's just, they're just making shit up out of thin air.
Right.
And yeah.
Now, I figure like it's like any group on the Antifa side of things, on the doxing side of things. It's like telephone with any group. One person tells another person who tells another person, and somewhere in the line, if you traipse it back, there's like a little bit of a white lie, and then it just careens out of control. So by the time it hits the person's ears who's in charge of making the flyer, it's like, okay, he's a
Oh, yeah.
and they just put it down.
They're just mindless. I mean, I don't give a shit. Because they don't want to have conversations, so they're just fucking idiots to me. Like, they're just worthless, just robots.
Right.
They walk around like dressing up like fucking ninjas and like jumping people.
They're LARPing. They're LARPing.
I mean, just the fact that they want communism. That just shows me the intellect right there. You dumb fuck.
Right.
And I don't understand. They're not going to win. This is the thing, Antifa. You're never going to win.
They're not. No.
They're never going to win. You're not changing anything. All you people are white people, by the way. Right. You're all white. You're all white.
Some shit?
They're all white.
That's some shit. All of the Antifas are all fucking white.
They're all white people trying to tell Mexicans and blacks that they're fucking racist.
No, okay. There are a couple of, and I've talked about this multiple times. I'm going to say it again. And by the way, Antifa, my name is Peter Edgar Feliciano. Feel free to find me, motherfucker. I'm not hiding from anything.
Right.
I mean, shit. Everybody loves me, too, because I've got a giant dick and I'm a wonderful voice. So here's the deal. Here's what I'm saying. The people who are doing the worst... Okay, so there's all the white Antifa, but there are a couple of sprinkling of black people, but it's only the worst type of black people. And then here it is. I'm saying it. Peter Edgar Feliciano, half Puerto Rican. Right. I'm saying the worst type of black person is a college black woman. A college black girl is fucking off. On a number one, first things first, and I will say it again, that college-ass black person who's wearing a motherfucking dashiki, even though she grew up in motherfucking Blossom Hill, bitch. Okay, that bitch is not fun at the barbecue. None of your fucking cousins want to chill with you, bitch. First things first. Let's get that Let's be fucking real. Okay, now let's be real again. That fucking black bitch who's saying all the same shit that she learned in fucking by listening to the miseducation of fucking Lauryn Hill, or by their fucking white professor at fucking Berkeley is now the only sole black person in this large group of white people dressed as ninjas. She's spouting the shit, and all the people are looking at the fucking General Black blah blah said to go left. Okay, I'll go left. Like, it's way too much fucking power. You know what I mean? But so it is all white people, but it is the occasional black person, but it's the worst type of black person.
Yeah,
I hope I explained myself.
And then like they don't understand, like, and then real like. Black people that most of them that I know, they grew up in Baptist churches.
Right.
They're this is the culture, right?
Yes.
They do not. I mean, they're okay with it, but they do not like the LGBTQ thing thrown in their face and like as if it's normal, because it's not normal to them.
Right.
It is not normal to them. So they do not like Antifa either for the most part.
Right.
So they're their own little fucking democratic. They're little like henchmen. And that's what I'm saying. They're all pussies, man. They had my fucking... I asked these people, I'll give you my real address. They're not going to come.
No.
They'd rather just put up flyers and, like, try to get people fired from work. It's like, you fucking lame-o.
Right. I mean, the reality is that when you're really insecure like this, you can't talk. You can't talk through your opinions.
Right.
Like, I just said some foul-ass shit. I believe what I'm saying, but I'm talking through my opinions. You know what I mean? And because I have... my balls, you know what I mean? And because I have experience and life experience, and I know what happens when I say certain things at certain times. I know what happens when I, like, certain life experience is what's lacking. So when a skinny little white girl with purple hair who calls herself not a girl swings at a dude, she is lacking life experience.
Yeah, I saw that.
And a fist comes back at her face. That's life experience. That is life experience. Here's life experience. There's a proper time and place to say, I disagree. Most place, voting booth. And beyond that, maybe a rally, maybe a debate, maybe a this, maybe a that. But if you feel powerless, the way to get power is not to just make believe you have muscles. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, exactly. And then so they get beat up, and then they're like, oh, these people are violent. It's like, no, you're attacking them. They're defending themselves.
Right.
And I feel bad because some Proud Boys I know they're like facing jail time, and these guys are really upstanding. One of them was married to a black woman. There's Mexicans. There's an Indian guy, and they're all labeled white supremacists, and they're facing a lot like big charges for. I think they're trying to like make it a terrorist
group
thing because because they got jumped in New York. It's on video camera too, man. These guys throw bottles of piss at them, and they attack them. And so the Proud Boys, they just defended themselves.
Right.
It's on video. They defended themselves, and they're trying to not charge the Antifa people, but charge Proud Boys with like inciting a terrorist riotous act or something like that. It's fucked up, man.
It's creepy.
And Gavin McInnes, he disavowed, like he's no longer.
Right. He left the Proud Boys.
Yeah.
So I want to get into that, but I also had this thought.
Or I'm over talking about Proud Boys. I'm done.
I also had this thought. The Antifa boys with like piss bottles, like at least, like, okay, the Muslims in England throwing acid, like that's commitment. They actually believe in the shit they're saying.
Man.
Throwing acid on people's faces.
Right.
Because, you know what I mean? Like, at least commit. Like, don't just piss in a bottle and call that courage. You know what I mean? Like, get some acid, bitch. Like, if you actually give a fuck, get some fucking acid.
No self-reflection at all. They're just dumb shit. You know what? They're going to be out of college soon, and they're not going to be able to get a fucking job.
No, it's going to be so weird.
And watch when they start paying taxes. Watch when it just hits them right in the balls, like,
right.
Maybe it's not cool that everybody else has to pay for what I want and what I think I should have.
Well, they're also going to try to run back to mommy and daddy, but the problem is a lot of their personalities will cut that bridge off. So they'll try to run back to mommy and daddy, but mommy and daddy are sick of their bullshit. Just like all parents, when the kid is like 16, 17, they're like, get the fuck out of here, right? So by the time they try to get back in, their shitty politics, their shitty
Yeah.
attitude, their shitty loafiness is gonna cut that bridge off.
Yeah, I'd be like, Daddy's been making all the money. Now you want to come back, and now all of a sudden you love capitalism. Now what happened to fucking
Right.
And you're
I
calling
like
me,
my daddy's capitalism.
yeah, and you're calling me from your iPhone. Fuck off.
Right.
So I mean, I don't give a shit about those people. They could fucking live in their little fucking pit of hate and just weakness.
Yeah. Fear.
Yeah, go for it. Have fun. I'm not running anymore, so there you go.
Right. So there does seem to be, you do seem to be a little lighter than you were last time. And maybe part of that is just experience of knowing each other, but it does seem to be like, so maybe there is some legitness to that idea of you wanting to, or feeling about leaving.
Yeah, man.
The Proud Boys last time you were on because there was too much structure, there's too much.
I don't want to have to I don't want to have to fucking, it got too serious. I don't want to have to fucking be defending people I don't know, or like having to constantly, like, I'm trying to talk for my own experience. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to run for as being a politician, it's all about me. Like, I'm telling you what I know as a person, not what a whole group knows.
Right.
It's like, and that's the whole thing. It's like, people don't understand on the left. It's not about race, man. No one gives a fuck about that. I just want to be judged by what kind of a person I am.
Right.
They don't get that. It's like, we don't, like, libertarians, for the good most part, we don't give a fuck about what you look like.
Right.
Your skin color,
right,
your educational background,
which
how
is
much money you have.
supposed to be the liberal
it's just,
agenda.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, are you a fucking good person, or are you a piece of shit? That's the only thing I want people to see. I don't want to have to like adhere to some group. I just want to be me, and I just get more done, doing what I do by myself. I
downloaded this picture because someone put it on Facebook. It said it's this cartoon of two girls sitting reading comics. And one says, how's your comic coming? She said, oh, no, I guess she's making a comic. So one girl said, how's your comic coming? The girl who's making a comic says, pretty cutting edge. The characters are queer people of colors.
God.
And the other one says, how about their personalities? And the other one says, they're what? So cutting edge.
Oh, yeah.
She's a hero.
It's so fucking like passe and just tacky. Like what the
tacky,
shit
exactly.
The shit they say. It's just like, I'm just like, shut up.
Right.
Shut the fuck up. Oh, supremacists. Dude, those people don't exist. Maybe in Alabama, but not fucking over here. Relax.
Right.
Calm the fuck down. And I always tell them, if I see one, I'll fight them with you. Like, what are you fucking arguing about?
Right. So, do you know why Gavin stopped going? I haven't watched any of the videos.
It's just become too much because, and this goes with like any organization, man. If you're on the right side, they just, like Trump calls it the swamp.
Right.
Dude, that shit is fucking literal, and it's just a never-ending cesspool how deep it goes. I mean, it's just, they're always getting on him because he's firing a bunch of people, but he has to because these people have been there. It's a bureaucracy. They've been there for fucking decades, just screwing people over, and he came in and was like, no, we're not doing that no more. And they lost power, and they just want it back so badly. And they don't care who they take down, just like little old me. I thought I was,
Right.
I'm not that fucking up there, but cut them down too. They're all in on it.
Have you noticed, to that point, have you noticed that Obama's been way too much in the press? Like most presidents, when they stop being president, they're gone.
Yeah.
They are done with the job.
Yeah.
Obama seems to be back in the public eye because the Democrats realize, okay, since Trump is a personality and he's kind of a lightning rod, we need someone to still be our lightning rod to guide the culture of the Democrats and to get people onto our side. And so even though this dude's not a politician anymore, we'll give him Netflix, we'll give him this, we'll give him that, because he's now he's our fulcrum to get us in the direction it's a creepy thing to do. And that's not something if he was literally a humble person, he wouldn't do that shit.
It's sick.
If he's not doing that because he actually gives a fuck. He's not doing that because, you know what? Yeah, I am going to be the good guy. No, he wants the power. There's so much power.
See, and I love that you brought that up, man. And I love talking. This is like the reason why I love debating people talking, because you just hit it right on the fucking head, man. Like, it's that deep. That's exactly what's going on. And deep down inside, even with my shit, and more of this stuff starts getting revealed about the Democratic Party. I love it. I'm just like, oh man, because people are waking up and they can see right through your bullshit. It's fucking over. It's just a matter of time where all the chips are gonna fall down. Yeah. They're done. I love it. I'm gonna enjoy every second of it.
Right. I did notice a lot of people wanted to spin it a different way, but a lot of people were talking about how Trump lost less seats than other presidents in the past during their first midterms. That's heartening. You know what I mean?
The only thing disheartening thing about California is this our whole election thing is fucking rigged. Straight the fuck up. It's just
okay.
There's
All right,
fraud.
Let's get into it. What do you mean? What do you mean?
There's still like 300,000 plus votes from the last election before the midterms.
Okay. Oh, really?
Not counted.
Okay.
And this one, there was I think 60,000 dead people that voted. They let illegals vote. Illegal immigrants vote.
In San Francisco, I heard, yeah. It's for education, right?
Yeah, we had people kind of undercover. It was happening all over California, dude.
Okay.
Orange County, they still have 100,000 votes that still weren't counted, and a Democrat won. A Democrat hasn't won there in 30 years.
Orange County, dude.
In 30 fucking years, you're gonna tell me like,
right?
The shit's fucking rigged.
Right. It did feel a little useless voting.
You know what? It sucks because I spent a lot of time and effort, and I got doxxed because of that rally, and just to see it being like it didn't matter anyways. It's kind of fucked up. But whatever.
I don't think it didn't. I think your experience, not to make you a martyr or whatever, but your experience is going to help other people.
Right. Yeah, I hope it did, man, because I was surprised. Like, I got fucking, I think, almost 5,000 views of that video. Mm-hmm. But I took it down because, here's one thing I gotta give liberals, especially my friends that are liberals, and, and it took me a while just to like grasp it and like be okay with it, because my friend, I love this guy. He lives in San Francisco. His name's Adam. He just had it out with me on the phone, man, over this shit, and we were on the phone for like 1 hour, and he was just trying to beat it into my head. He's like, Jared, some people don't care about policies. They don't care about bills being passed or whatever. For them personally, they want to see a president that, like Obama. He spoke eloquently. Was he was just a good, I don't know, representative of a good person, right. I would say.
Right.
That's all people care about. And he's like, Jared, if you want to be fair about everything, you got to be okay with him feeling like that and not liking Trump because he's not those things. And I'm like,
I can hear that.
And it took me, dude, we're yelling at each other. And I'm just like, he's like, you got to be okay with that. If you're being fair across the board like you say you are. And then I was just like, oh, fuck, I guess, okay. I just have to accept it. You know what I mean?
I just wish people were able to delineate better. I wish people were able to not be so childish. Meaning, because even though we have to be okay with it, it is childish to just go, not Orange Man bad, that's a whole nother thing, but to just go, he's so uneloquent, or he's so, here's my absolute opinion about, not my absolute, but one of my many opinions about Trump. Is that, I don't want him to tweet a lot of the things he does. I feel like him in any other job would be he's kind of whiny. He's a little emotionally immature. Who gives a shit about your tiny fingers, man? Don't do, or maybe be a little sensitive. Like he did the thing he tweeted against Michelle Wolf. Now, I don't agree with Michelle Wolf politics fucking mostly at all. But let's be real. She didn't bomb at she fucking murdered, okay? Now, she didn't write all those goddamn jokes. She got help. Because all comedians who do jobs like that get help. Don't get it twisted. Elvis didn't write his own shit either.
For sure.
But okay, so she goes up there. She did kill it. So him being sensitive about last year and then lobbing a fucking tweet at her unprovoked, saying, "Well, good thing Michelle Wolf bombed because now we're going to have an author." Like, that's an unnecessary thing. At the same time, maybe it's a necessary thing in the grand scheme. Maybe it's a necessary thing in the long game to piss more people off, I guess. But like every couple of days, he's got to piss somebody off in a different way, and it feels on purpose sometimes. Now, so I understand that people would prefer someone more eloquent at the same time.
Right.
We've done that before. You know what I mean? Like, we've done that lots of different times.
Right.
You know? Bush coming in on a big thing that says, mission accomplished. Like, that's his eloquent way of saying that. Like, that's he was being eloquent of this is all polish. That's what all polish looks like.
Right.
So having less polish is not that bad.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And I feel like there's enough of a buffer and checks and balances policy wise, but there's also enough of a buffer that we who would vote for him in 2020 don't, like, I can delineate between, okay, yeah, I don't like his personality, but okay, he's against this, he's for this, okay, you know what, I'm going to vote that rather than personality, because that's what adults do. That's what adults do, not children.
And I try to help them out and be like, guys, he's going to be here for another 6 years.
Right.
Like, you can't keep this up. Like, you're going to waste 8 years of your life just being pissed.
Right.
And by the way, he's just fucking killing it, man. The man's a fucking animal. He is just.
I'm going to try one of these hot chips while you go on. Are they good?
I mean, go for it. I mean, he had.
That's not an answer.
Yeah, they're hot, man, for sure.
Fuck.
I mean, me personally, I don't give a fucking shit that he had sex with a porn star. He's a billionaire in America.
Right.
Oh, wow. Like, okay, he should be doing that.
He should be fucking porn stars, yeah.
Hello? None of his personal life, I give shit. It's about the policies that he's fucking doing, man. He's just killing it. All around. Every aspect, he's fucking killing it. My friend, my liberal friend, he argued me about some stuff that he's doing with, like, land grabs and, like, you know, drilling for oil. Okay, from a was it conference? How do you say it?
Wait, when he constitutional.
No. When they, you know, like, people that care about the environment and shit. Like,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like when he made the public land not public anymore?
Yeah, there's some few things I'm like, okay, maybe that makes sense and that's not cool, whatever.
Right.
Besides that, motherfucker's on point and he's just, everything he said he's going to do, he's doing it or trying to do it.
But even policy-wise, you're allowed to disagree with him.
Yeah.
You're allowed to disagree with him 40%. If that 50, if that other, 50.
Yeah.
If that other 60 is important to you, you'll weigh it out and be like, well, I disagree with Hillary's ass more, so I'm going to go for Trump. You're allowed to do that.
And that's okay. Let's just fucking talk about it. Like, just everybody chill the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Don't go out fucking bonkers and say, oh, every fucking supporter of his is a white piece of shit, white nationalist, white supremacist.
Right.
And I'm like, bitch, they just had the young black Republican fucking party over there at the White House. He spoke to them.
Right.
There's 200 black men there.
Right.
You know, upstarts, business owners. Are they all fucking white supremacists too, or are they dumb because they're black?
Right.
Then the real racism starts coming out, and it's more on that side.
Exactly.
It's more on that side. Oh, there are little tools, and they're not abiding, so they must be fucking dumb because they're, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, motherfucking Democrats are some racist ass motherfuckers. It's incredible that you can't. Okay, we're gonna say, and this is really the reality. And I talked about this too, but I was walking in Palo Alto, rich, wonderful Palo Alto.
Yeah.
And I saw this mural that was very African, which, all right, already you're pissing me off because black people aren't connected to African roots. Black people give a fuck about fucking Pac or Biggie. Black people give a fuck about how about have a fucking giant, if you really want to give like rah to the black community, how about have a big fucking a mural of Tyler fucking Perry? How about that? Be fucking real, first things first. And the other thing is,
that's why. Yeah.
And the other thing, or Drake versus Ye. How about that? But anyway, I realized the Palo Alto, the white people want black people in their art and in their philanthropy, but not on their streets.
Absolutely.
Okay, they 100. They want the big flag that's, you know, the big that chip is fucking, that is hot. Yeah. I'm not a bitch. I'll do it, you know, but like that's fucking hot. Yeah. Anyway, but you know, they want wave the big flag of look at how much we care about blacks, so they can feel it in their tummy. I feel good about myself. Right? Me. That makes up for all the times I lock my door when I see a black person. Right. That makes up, you know, for all this other shit. Which I'm not even saying that is that bad for most. I'm sure most of those white people who only want them in this, you know, in the philanthropy, they're not really racist. They're racial mostly.
Yeah.
But there's a difference between racist and racial. Racial is like,
oh, for sure.
you know, when I get mad at an Asian driving in front of me, or when I see somebody driving erratically in front of me and I have to get ahead of them and I just want to look, I just take one look and I go, aha, and that's it. You know what I mean? I go Asian or brown. That's all I was saying. And not Mexican brown or black brown, because Mexicans and blacks are pretty good drivers.
Right.
I think Middle Easterns and Asians, from my personal experience, I could be wrong, y'all motherfuckers need to get over to the right lane and stay in the fucking lane, dude. Like, stop. Anyway, sorry, continue.
Yeah,
but that's racial, not racist.
Yeah, like this one cat, man, and I was in a band with him for fucking 4 years or whatever, and he turned over like totally against me, blah blah blah.
White dude,
and he kicked me out of the band because kind of like half-handedly, but because of the way my politics or whatever, right? And I didn't even like present it to them ever. But anyways, I saw him liking the Antifa post about me.
Wow.
I gave him a like, and I was like, you motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, you fucking asshole. And I wasn't mad at it, but I hit him up about it. I was like, dude, why would you do that? Like, why would you do that? I spent so much time with this dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've had like heart-to-heart talks. He kind of understood my politics. I understood his. We're on opposite sides. That's all good. But then he just went with this crowd and did that. And I just asked him, I was just like, dude, look at, like, I showed him pictures of like Mexicans and blacks that are Republicans. I was like, dude, what's wrong with us? You know, why do you think we're all racist and white supremacists? Look at this. And he's like, you're all just confused. And I'm like, oh, is it because I'm Mexican and I'm stupid and I can't fucking formulate my own thoughts and I can't do my own research?
Right.
All those black people I just showed you, the picture of 200 at the White House, they're all confused. Why? Because they're black and they don't understand and they're dumb and they can't read. Right. And it just shut them the fuck up. Right. It just shut them the fuck up because I'm like, yeah, dude, look at the real racism fucking comes out on your side all the time.
Right. And why would and even if it wasn't confused, you're going to tell me that Trump is that persuasive,
right?
That Trump is that persuasive that he's like some like he's the fucking Pied Piper. Right. You know, like, stop it. Even if let's not say even if. I guarantee there are white supremacists who vote for Trump. They were looking for something right-wing anyway, motherfucker.
Exactly.
If it was a white guy, a black guy, if the black guy comes up and he might have a problem with it, but if it comes down to it, and fuck that Hillary bitch, she's gonna make the niggers fucking more, blah, blah. So he would vote again. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Isn't Hillary white? Right. Or am I wrong?
Right. And I just feel like, okay, so Trump is that, amazing at talking. Like, wait a second, that's not true. And also, he can't be evil and stupid at the same time. He's either someone posted something like, some article that no one gives a fuck, from some opinion piece, that we're gonna label as New York Times. This New York Times said Trump may be the stupidest president, and someone said maybe, and then 2 seconds later you're gonna post something like, he's evil, he's an evil genius. Like, make your fucking mind up. Right. I'm easily swayable. Yeah, I am. Are you? Oh, you are? Good. Now you have now you're a fucking adult. Be a fucking adult.
Yeah.
Be a fucking adult. Yeah. God damn it.
Yes. And they talk just as bad as, to white people as it do to the black people about if they're on conservatives, oh, fuck her, fuck them. Like, oh, really?
Right.
Really?
Right.
Okay, I get it.
And it's so creepy too. I talk about this all the time, but like the rudeness of the left. Like, I'm right, okay? Or I'm right-ish. I'm conservative. Yeah. I don't even know it. I fuck labels anyway.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't share my political opinions when I'm at the fucking Starbucks. I don't share my political opinions when I'm with my friends.
Thank you.
Unless I know, like, they probably, because it's rude to do so. It's fucking rude to do so.
Thank you so much. Yes, man. I put that in my fucking video, man. I know how to, like, differentiate between music and politics. Right. I never mix the two. Not once have I ever, like, gone to a rehearsal and we're like, let's talk about Trump. Right. Never in my fucking life, and no one can point to one instance that happened.
Right.
So, like, everybody, grow the fuck up. I'm just tired of all this shit. It's just, ugh.
Right. And I also have a question.
Yeah.
You're Mexican.
Yeah.
And obviously you hate all Mexicans because you're white supremacist.
Yeah, exactly.
But I like how also the other thing that the left doesn't talk about they don't really, they're very hush-hush about it, is the fact that Mexico didn't want that caravan either.
All right, let me just tell you. Let me just tell you. Yeah, let me just tell you one thing. First of all,
Yeah.
I had a brown beret. You know what a brown beret is? They're like
No,
they're
sir.
basically fucking Mexican supremacists. You know, like they wear brown berets.
Really? I've never. What?
They've been around since the 70s.
Where are they?
They're everywhere. They're in the Bay Area. They're in San Jose, San Francisco. They believe that this is Mexico's land.
Oh, okay.
So no, well, not okay because for one.
Not okay.
I mean, yeah, but like, and I just like these people, and they're calling me white. Like they're just trying to go at me. I'm like, do you understand that Mexico sold the land to us?
Okay.
They sold the fucking land. It's not our fault. You guys made a stupid fucking deal for some pesos. All right. So one, that whole narrative is fucking stupid. Second
What
of all,
about the Alamo though?
yeah, and then in the second instance, and in the next picture on the Instagram, they're holding up the Cesar Chavez, I think it's Huerte bird,
Okay.
the symbol from Cesar Chavez. Do you know what Cesar Chavez did? He had fucking hit squads that would go to the border to beat the fuck out of any illegal immigrant that crossed the border.
Interesting. What do you mean?
He hated illegal immigration. Cesar
Interesting.
Chavez. He fucking despised illegal immigrants because it hurt the wages of the workers that are already in America, that are Mexican, that work in the fields.
Okay.
Because you're getting cheaper labor. These people don't do their research. They're just fucking
Right.
retarded.
Right.
God damn it.
And not just they're retarded. They're ignorant. Here's what it is. They genuinely are more racist. Like it's not just the
Yeah.
talking point. It's not
That's
just
what
an
I'm
Alex.
telling-
It's not
Yeah.
just an Alex Jones talking point. The reality is that these guys are racist because they assume brown good, black good,
Right.
white bad. And I think and so it doesn't matter that literally the Mexicans at the border of
That's
Mexico
what we're
and
getting back
and
to,
the,
yeah.
and the border between Mexico and what fucking goddamn country was it? Anyway, they were trying to stop them motherfuckers too.
Bro, my homegirl Paloma, I look up her Facebook as Paloma for Trump. She's so fucking gangster. She was on the ground reporting this shit from the beginning once they got to Mexico.
Really?
Like all up in the mix, man. She had some really scary times where I'm like, it's live. I'm like, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Dude, the Mexicans wanted no fucking part of those people coming in.
Right.
Because they know the truth. It's just honest, man. They're not all there for good reasons.
No.
There's a lot of they're mostly men.
Right.
They're causing drama. They're putting trash everywhere. They're raping people. There's been rapes already.
Okay.
They've been killing animals. It's like a weird fucking thing they do. It's all bad. It's all bad. It's being funded by somebody. They don't want him. The mayor of Tijuana, he had a hat on that said "Make Tijuana Great
I
Again."
saw that shit.
What a burn! What a burn!
What a fucking burn!
What a burn! That's
but
gotta
no,
hurt.
but no, brown people can't do anything bad.
Wow.
Brown equals good. I love this shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Deep
Woo.
down, I'm just like, oh yeah, it's all coming down, dude. You get it?
I hope you liberals, because I have a couple of liberal friends who listen to this show. Like, come on, be fucking real.
Yeah.
Be fucking real, man.
And here's the thing that pisses me off. Anybody crying about it? How many fucking illegal immigrants have you taken into your house and you taken care of?
Touche.
Fucking period. How many? Like, open your door, let them live with you. Then
Right.
no, not all of us agree that we should be taking care of them. We don't want to.
Right.
We can barely take care of our own selves and our own family.
Right.
I could barely keep my head above water financially.
Right.
I mean, do you want to just doling out more and more money? Like, come on, man.
And
Get real.
Not just that, but I actually, and I probably mentioned this last time, but I actually know illegal immigrants.
So do I.
Who have murdered people.
Ooh,
who
I don't know about murdered, but yeah.
No. Because I get to do work. I get to do volunteering at a prison, and it's the best place in my life.
Wow.
The feelings and the community that I feel with them is
Right.
fucking incredible. So I'm not saying they should be, whatever, but I'm saying like. It's not like all of these guys coming over are just brown equals good. Like, that's racist, and brown people can do stupid shit too.
Right.
Brown people can be wonderful and evil.
Yeah.
Just like
Any
white
race.
people can be wonderful and evil,
Yeah.
sometimes at the same fucking time. Like, and it's racist to think otherwise.
I told him, and then the same guy I was arguing with, Adam. I told him this fact, and he kind of thought about it. I was just like, "It's fucking what do you think happens to the wages?" I think this. I let's see. I say it like this. I told him I actually care about illegal immigrants more than you do, and he goes like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I said I want to encourage them to come legally,
Right.
so they can get the same amount of pay that an American does. So instead of $2 an hour, they would get paid $15 an hour, like they would if they were on the system. They would get insurance. Like, I want them to get medical. I want them to have a social security number. I want them to be legal so they can get paid just as amount, because they're getting used by these big corporations.
Right.
That's why. So it's funny how the liberals, they went from this side all the way to this side, working for the corporations that they say they hate.
Right.
They hate capitalism, but they want them to get paid shit money to fucking work for these corporations. Doesn't make any sense.
And not just that, but there are actually. So I work at a restaurant.
Exploited. Yeah.
I work at a restaurant, and I want to talk about. So it's not just that brown equals good and white equals bad. It also is, which, by the way, Asians kind of are not folding into that, because Asians are very white too, and so that's why they're fine with Harvard not letting in as many Asians, or making it harder for Asians to get into Harvard because there's too many of them. But no SJWs are fucking making us think about that. So brown equals good. It's not just that. It's also the racism on the left would also decree. Not overtly, but just that all brown people are not responsible for their decisions. So I work at a restaurant, and there's a guy who's a fucking amazing dude. He's a fucking good dude. He works hard like a motherfucker. Yeah. Every time I see him, he's gonna be the busser. I'm like, badass. This is my fucking dude. Put him a little, take care of him, blah, blah, blah. I take care, like, he's a good fucking dude, but he does not speak English, and he should have my fucking job. But I speak English. If I were to go to Mexico, I couldn't, and the roles were reversed, it would be shitty of me, because I don't speak very good Spanish, to assume that I should have his job, even if I'm a harder worker, or assume this or assume that.
Yes.
That dude understands that. He made his decisions, or he's learning English so that he can take my fucking job. You know what I mean? Like, that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, that'll make me work harder or change to a different job. You made your decision to we don't decide where we're born. We don't decide our parents. We don't decide. But as soon as you fucking hit 18, fucking get off your ass and move.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? You're responsible for your behavior and your life choices. That chick who's big old famous in the fucking, because she had tear gas shot at her. She's wearing shoes. Her kids are not. One of them's wearing chanclas, but that's not fucking shoes, okay? Why? And then neither of them wearing pants for some reason.
Why is that 8-year-old wearing diapers?
Oof, yeah, that's a good one too. But like, the reason why she's becoming the poster child of victimhood is not even of the circumstance that she's in. It's just brown woman, poor brown woman, poor brown woman, and like there's no. I really think it's women too. I'm sorry. I always fucking find a way to bring it back to the females. But like, of course, females are going to be more emotionally centric. Of course, you feel for somebody getting tear gas shot at them. Yeah. But if you're an adult, you have to think of the whole picture. You cannot just think this person hasn't made any decisions up until today, suddenly becoming a victim. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like a fucking robber can come through here, come through the vent, and then fall and break their leg and sue the place. You're saying that there's no responsibility up until the point he broke his fucking leg?
Poor woman, but shitty mom. At least give it that.
At least give it that.
I mean, who the fuck? Woo! And I've worked in kitchens all my life, and I know illegals, and I'm not even mad at them, because you know why? Because our government allowed that, and they wanted that, because that's their new voting base. I'm not hating on them, and they work their fucking
for sure
ass off.
For sure.
Mexicanos are the fucking most hardworking motherfuckers on the face of the planet.
Absolutely.
I'm down for it. But then when I talk to the ones that have gone through the system, oh my God, they're even like a fucking more awesome person, because they have so much respect for the country. They're so grateful.
Right.
When you go through that system and you do all the civics tests and you learn English, and it takes you a couple years and it takes you thousands of dollars, but when you take the test, you get that fucking certificate. It's like, that's a beautiful fucking thing.
You're untouchable.
I've seen these fucking these ceremonies, and man, they're like tear jerkers, man.
Exactly.
Because it's fucking beautiful. They want to be here.
And they're not they're not crying tears of joy because they're confused and they should be.
Right.
We need to let SJWs into the room to no, and point to a book that they got in college. No, patriarchy.
Yeah.
Patriarchy. Say it with it. Like let these motherfuckers feel what they want to feel.
Yeah.
And the reason why they feel what they want to feel is because they worked hard. And why would they work hard? Because there's value on the other side of the work. Something that SJWs are not learning right now.
No. Yeah, man. And you expect the women too, like, women are they're supposed to be they're more emotional, but they're getting more crazy. Like I got to show you this video of my buddy Tiny. He's in Portland, and this girl with the pink hair.
Portland is going insane right now.
She's just yelling and spitting in his face, and like he's fucking 6'8",
right,
325 pounds.
Wow,
and he's just taking it, and he's just telling him, and his other friends are like, don't swing back, and she's swinging on him and spitting in their face. I'm just like, wow. How far people have fallen as human beings. It's ridiculous.
Not just that. I've talked about two things. Number one, Mike the Southerner. He was on a few episode 20 or 21, I think, and he he told a story about working with a guy who is a Mexican legal immigrant. So he came here legally and actually voted for Trump.
Right.
And works like a motherfucker.
Right.
And voted for Trump.
Right.
So that's number one. And then number two, damn it, I had another point. God damn it. I'm sure it was really amazing too. That chick with the purple hair screaming at your friend. Do you think she's ever gotten fucked? Like properly? Properly fucked? Yeah. Obviously, she's only like 23, whatever. So, you know.
The pictures speak for themselves. My brother.
Even if she's kind of cute, like, she can't be you can't be proper ass fucked if you are a SJW.
You can't happen. You can't even holler at her. Like, you're trying to tell her, like, what are you, fucking the patriarchy? I'm just like, never mind. Never fucking mind.
Your pussy's not good enough to like, remember how we were talking about hard work on the other side of the hard work is value? Your pussy's not valuable. That's why we're not working hard to fuck you.
Yeah,
do you understand? Because you're not making it pretty enough. You're not working on your personality. I gotta work hard to be fuckable. You know what I mean? Because I don't have Brad Pitt's body. I'm getting a better body, but like I gotta work hard. I gotta be a musician. I gotta take care of. I gotta have a car, and I gotta have money, and I gotta have this. I'm making value on this side, bitch. What the fuck are you bringing to the table? What in the fuck besides a college book are you bringing to the fucking table? And yet I'm not fucking you because I'm body shaming you, bitch. You're nasty.
Yeah, and it's funny because like there's a new thing that girls are doing. They're growing their armpit hair out, and like and I'm just like from a common sense thing. It's just like really like why isn't that not sexy? It's like because what if I like want to take you to around my parents? What if we have a family gathering?
Right.
I'm gonna be like, you need to shave that shit. You're not gonna show up like with fucking armpit hair. Jesus Christ.
Right.
My fucking abuelita doesn't give a fuck about your whatever patriarchy words and all that shit. Just fucking be like a civil person and relax for fucking one day.
Right. Yeah. It really is about relaxing.
Yeah, man.
It really fucking is. How you doing on time?
Yeah, I gotta get going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no biggie. I appreciate you coming up, man. I know this was
a
fucking haul. Dude.
I wanted to do this because you sent the flyer to me. And I was just like, dude, we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, that came from my friend in Boston.
Yeah, So, man,
do you feel like you were able to say everything you needed to say? For now, I guess.
Yeah, for now. Like I said in the video too, it's like this is like the craziest thing that's happened in my life, but at the end, it's good.
Right.
Like I've actually haven't been this happy in a long time. It's great. You know what I'm saying?
Because you have more freedom.
Fuck yeah.
More autonomy.
Yeah, I don't even care. Yeah, I don't give a shit anymore. There's nothing holding me back. So,
right.
And I'll still be in politics in some facet, but I'm taking a break right now. Me and my buddy Jeffrey, he got it the worst. My friend Jeffrey Pruden Patriot, because he's white.
Oh, right.
So the shit you say about me, half of it's like goes out the door because I'm Mexican.
Right.
But fucking A. Poor dude, he's white. So, man, we're going to take a break for a while.
Right.
Let this shit boil over.
Right.
And then come back for 2020.
There you go. So, Prudent Patriot is his name. Okay, cool. And is there anything you want to plug?
I want to plug being an adult.
I like that.
People saying it's adulting, whatever. Just grow the fuck up. It's like it feels pretty good to like act your age.
It does, man. It feels scary because you're like, fuck, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But on the other side of that shit is very much value. It feels good.
And promote that. Just have it in your back of your mind is real tiny. Like just the simple notion that you could be wrong about everything you've ever thought.
Right.
Same goes with me. So just a little advice.
It's humility, which is fucking hard one for somebody like me, dude. It takes a long time for me to get humble, but it's I'm grateful to the people who are continuing to help me get there. You know?
And I appreciate this platform for you having me on here because, man, you know, both times it's helped me out a lot.
It's my pleasure, man. It really is. It really is.
Show. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, December, let's see what I have coming up. December 7th and December 22nd, I will be at Duvin Wine Bar in Montclair, District of Oakland. And then I will be playing at Testarossa Vineyards, Testarossa Winery in Las Gatas.
When's that?
Saturday, January 19th.
I'll go to that. I'm going to go to that one for sure.
All right, cool. Come fight us.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, you want to see some fucking, drink some wine with some Nazis and eat some cheese with some white supremacists?
Listen to the wine recommendation from La Raza. Ladies and gentlemen, find me on Instagram at Peter_Feliciano. Support this podcast and my music at patreon.com/conservatish. Share this with your friends. Leave us a review. I love you all very much.
Donate.